Hello?
你好.
If you have watched the Lesson 1 introduction video, now you have a little understanding of the Chinese language, and also about tones. If you haven't watched it, there is a link below. Go and watch it right now, because for this lesson, you have to know about Chinese tones. Now, let's look at how to read and write Chinese. As you may already know, there is no such thing as an alphabet in Chinese. That's because there are thousands of letters. An ordinary person has to know at least 3,000 letters, because to read and understand things in ordinary society, generally, a person doing something like a degree level has to know more than 5,000 letters. But don't worry, you don't need to learn all of this. You are not going to learn them in this lesson. Chinese characters are not like the characters in other languages, such as English and Arabic. They can say one word with one letter. For example, ni. This letter means you. If you get another one, how, from the third tone, how. The meaning of this is good. Now you can see that I wrote these two words in English letters. There is a way of writing Chinese words in English letters. We call it that Pinyin. That is what you are going to learn from this lesson. How to read Pinyin letters. I wrote these two words from Pinyin. When you're writing in Pinyin, remember and put the tone mark on top of the letters, because it may be difficult to understand what the word is in some places. Now let's see how to pronounce Pinyin. Many Pinyin letters have the same sound of English letters, but there are some small differences. The letter Q must be sounded cha sound, this chi, this qian, this chow, like that. Letter Q should be said by cha sound. The letters of Z and H. You need to make a sound, like the letter Z. Here it is, G, G. But in some places, this is also said by cha sound. This is how these words are pronounced like that. Ji, zhuang, zhao, zhang. The sound of Z and H pronounced like the letter G. The next letter is X. This letter must have sounded sha. Here this way, letter X pronounced like sha sound xia, xiang, xiao, xi. The next two letters are letter C and letter Z. These two letters are a bit difficult to pronounce because they are not in English. The letter C wants to say using the letter sound of T and S.
词, 词,
Until you get used to this, it doesn't matter if you sound the letter,
飒,
but try to pronounce it correctly.
词, 词,
These words are read like this.
好, 好,
If this
飒,
difficult to pronounce at first, it doesn't matter if you pronounce the letter sao. The letter Z is like an English letter Z. It's pronounced exactly like the letters D and S. This sound comes when you say the two letters fast. When you say this sound Z, you need to put more weight on your throat. Z, Z. Just like the previous one, first say this one slowly, Z, Z. Next say it those two fast. Z, Z. Here is how to pronounce this word. Zhao, zhao. Now let's see how to pronounce Chinese vowels. Many vowels are similar to English and German. Letter A pronounced like A, this one, con, this one, sang, this one. Pan. Letter O like as English O, it is pronounced that. O, song, kong. The letter U is pronounced as a U sound, lun, kun. The letter I said that. E sound, pin, lin. Here in these sounds, chi, shi, ri, zi, zhi, qi, shi. This letter I sound changes to this sound, E. Now you can pronounce shi, ri, zi, zhi, qi, shi. The next vowel is E. But the letter E, you need to sound out the letter. Not sound of letter A, sound of. I have heard many people say this Chinese word hen. But this is in English we say hen. In Chinese it says from han. Letter E pronounced by. Let's see some examples.
见, 蒙正陈根本
Here's how it should be said by this sound.
恶
This last vowel is a little difficult for English people and many Chinese learners. This is a difficult letter at first. This is the sound.
恶
An easy way to say this: first, you make your mouth like to say the letter E. Next, circle your lips as if saying the letter O. But there should be teeth as well as tongue to say the letter E.
恶
Just get used to saying that. Don't worry, this character is a character that is rarely used in Chinese. Now you know how to say all the pronunciations. I think you have a good idea to read Pinyin. If you don't want to learn Chinese characters immediate, you can learn how to read Pinyin properly. Now, let's read these words to practice the sounds we have learned. Hen, gen, ren. Let's read with tones now.
汉跟任
Look at these words. Shang, liang, pang, zhang, xiao, piao, zhen, chao, qian, fang. Now you can read Chinese Pinyin. I know many people still don't understand this, but you should continue to watch this series. You can learn how to pronounce this little by little. You can do this even if you don't know Chinese characters, just use Pinyin and learn to speak Chinese well. And there are many other reasons why Chinese is easy. I will teach those tricks in my next lessons. If you have any questions, comment below. Keep watching this lesson, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon for notifications. Share this with your friends, and learn to read Chinese properly with them. In the next lesson, I will teach you about some very important Chinese words. Remember and watch that video too. If so, bye-bye.